A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. As we enter the final full week of the 2024 U.S. election campaign, uncertainty looms large as Democrat Kamala Harris and Republican Donald Trump engage in a fierce contest for the presidency. This coming week will be critical in determining who will emerge victorious in the election scheduled for November 5th. On Sunday, Trump held a rally at Madison Square Garden in New York City, a highly publicized event marked by several speakers making derogatory remarks, including comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who infamously referred to Puerto Rico as a floating island of garbage. This inflammatory comment sparked immediate backlash and was followed by Puerto Rican reggaeton star Bad Bunny publicly endorsing Kamala Harris, highlighting the influence of Puerto Ricans, who, while unable to vote in general elections, can sway the opinions of voters on the mainland. Harris seized upon the controversy, stating that Trump's rally underscored the stakes of the election. In a press conference on Monday, she remarked, "The event really highlighted the point that I've been making throughout this campaign. Trump is fixated on his grievances, on himself, and on dividing our country. This will not strengthen the American family or worker." As both candidates ramp up their campaigns, Harris is set to deliver her closing argument in Washington on Tuesday, while Trump will hold a rally in Atlanta on Monday evening. President Joe Biden cast his early vote at a polling station in Delaware, engaging with voters in line and assisting an elderly woman in a wheelchair, demonstrating a hands-on approach as the election nears. A recent poll indicates that American voters are approaching the presidential election with significant unease, with concerns about potential political violence and the implications for democracy. Nearly 40% of registered voters express extreme concern about violent attempts to overturn the election results, reflecting lingering anxiety in the wake of the 2020 election and the Capitol riots. Amidst this backdrop, both candidates are intensifying their efforts to rally support. Trump concluded his rally at Georgia Tech in Atlanta by urging his supporters to make their voices heard at the polls, declaring, "November 5th will be the most important day in the history of our country." He emphasized the need for hardworking patriots to turn out and save the nation, while also making controversial claims about illegal immigration, describing the U.S. as an occupied nation. Harris, on the other hand, focused her message on young voters in Ann Arbor, Michigan, urging them to take action and protect their rights, particularly regarding abortion rights, a critical issue for many in her audience. "Generations of Americans before us fought for freedom, and now the baton is in our hands," she asserted passionately. The atmosphere at her rally was charged, as pro-Palestinian protesters confronted her, chanting against U.S. involvement in the ongoing conflict. Harris acknowledged their concerns, stating, "On the subject of Gaza, we all want this war to end as soon as possible." As tensions rise, the significance of Michigan in this election cannot be overstated, with its diverse population and progressive cities becoming focal points for activism. Harris's running mate, Governor Tim Walz, rallied support in Michigan, emphasizing the importance of the election for women's rights. "Be very clear about that," he urged men in the audience, highlighting the stakes involved for their loved ones. Amidst the political fervor, Wayne County's Arab American community is also making its voice heard, with local leaders endorsing Harris and expressing their desire for a president who understands their struggles. In stark contrast, Trump dismissed comparisons of his campaign to fascism, vehemently defending himself against such claims. As the election draws closer, both candidates are pulling out all the stops to secure their bases and appeal to undecided voters. With only days left until the election, the atmosphere is electric, and both candidates are poised to make their final pitches. The outcome remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. This election will have lasting implications for the future of the United States. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.